know, it's amazing. Stupid things that people will do just to give their life a bit of meaning. Now, I'm not talking about things that might damage your body like they were doing. I'm talking about other stupid things. Like one guy called Ashrita Furman, who decided that he would try and pogo stick for a long way, and he did it for 23 miles just to prove that he's the ultimate jock on a pogo stick. But that's not the only record he holds. He actually holds the world record for underwater skipping. He also holds the record as the world champion hopscotcher, which is really bizarre. But you know, that's not all he did. You see, I don't know what goes through your mind when you see an orange, but when Ashrita Furman looked at an orange one day, he thought, I wonder how fast I can push that orange with my nose over the distance of 1 mile. And you'll be pleased to hear that in August of 2004, Ashrita Furman pushed an orange with his nose over the distance of 1 mile in the wonderful time of 24 minutes and 36 seconds. Excuse me, sir. Trying to get people to see if they'll push an orange along the road with their nose. See how hard it is?
No.
Fancy doing that or not?
No?
No? Okay. Here we are. Look at that. Fancy pushing that along the floor with your nose?
No.
Not your idea of fun?
No.
I mean, you look physically fit. Like,
No.
no? You know, a guy trained for a whole year to push an orange along the road with his nose. It's absolutely true. Isn't that amazing? Okay, thank you. No takers. Street food vendor won't even do it. I don't know what's going on. You don't want to be a wuss in front of your boy. Come on, go on, just push the orange with your nose. Go on, even your wife wants you to. Come on, there we go. Look, there, go on. Round of applause. Go on. Just however long you want. Yeah, cheer down, yeah. Massive respect. Thank you very much, sir. You're the first person who's agreed to do that.
Great.
Thank you very much. Good stuff. What a thank you. Nobody has ever come to me once in my life and said to me,
I want my life to be a meaningless vapor that floats through the universe like mist and is gone.
people don't want to spend 50, 70, 80, 90, 120 years on the planet, get thrown in a box, rot down to worm food and disappear and just mean nothing. Everybody wants to have their life to mean something. I sat with a kid in the detention center not long back. He said, Phil, I want my life to have some sort of meaning. I thought,
you should have thought about that before.
yeah. Everybody, in every circumstance, wants their life to mean something. And people go to extraordinary lengths to make that actually happen. There's this guy, this is absolutely true. You can check all of this for yourself later. These people are just as dumb as dog mud. They really are. This guy called Les Stewart decided that he would, as a hobby, for fun, decided that he would type out on an old-fashioned typewriter all the letters and numbers between 1 and a million. 19,900 pages later, he typed the number 1 million. It took him 16 years. Like, that just makes my ADD go mental. You know what I mean? There's another guy, and his name was Stefan Kavalchuk. All right, and like he, as a little child, went into his mum and dad's attic. And his mum came up and said, Stefan, it's time to come down for tea. And he said, I have my tea in the attic. Then that evening, his mum came up and said, Stefan, it's time to go to bed. Come down, darling. And he said, oh, Mum, can I sleep in the attic, please? So she passed him up a sleeping bag, and he slept in the attic. Well, the next day, his friends came round and they banged on the door, went, dum, 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 dum. Mrs. Gavelchuk, is Stefan coming? We're going to elementary school. Stefan coming? Well, no, he's still in the attic. Mrs. Gavelchuk, we're graduating from elementary school. Is Stefan coming? No, he's still in the attic.
Oh, Mrs. Gavelchuk, we're going to senior high school with all the hairy people. Is Stefan gonna come?
No, because he's still in the attic. But Mrs. Gavelchuk, we've got boyfriends, we've got girlfriends, we're learning to drive, we're going out on dates. Is Stefan coming? No, he's in the attic. But Mrs. Gavelchuk, we're getting married, we're having kids, we've got families, we've got lives. Is Stefan coming?
No, he's still in the freaking attic.
Stefan Gavelchuk stayed in his mum and dad's attic for 75 years. Absolutely true. What a total waste of life. Let me ask you a question. What's so brilliant about what you're doing with your life?
Well, you don't understand, you see. See, I'm alive.
Big deal. It wasn't your decision to be alive. There wasn't any one of you who sat in your mother's womb as an egg going, fertilize me. None of you did. You're only here because of that. You didn't sit there wanting to be born. You just got born. So you don't get any props for being alive at the time.
Oh, okay then. Well, I'm educated. I go to school.
Why? Well, because the government makes you. Go to school. Yeah, but what for? What do you do at school? I learn stuff. Yeah, but why do you learn stuff? Well, because then I can take tests and exams. Yeah, but what for? So that I can get good grades. Why? So that I can go to another school. Well, what for? So that I can go to university. What for? So I can get in debt. And I study and learn more stuff and go around and do all this learning and sucking in knowledge here, but what for? So that I can get a degree. But why? So that I can get out of university and get a job. What for? To get money to pay back the debt. But what for? I want to buy a car. Well, why? Because it'll help me get a chick. Well, what do you want a chick for? So I can suck her face. Well, what? Because sucking face is good. Yes, I know, but what for? Well, we can get to know each other. Well, not with your tongue down her throat, you can't. Why? So we can get married, but what for? So we can have kids. Why? So we can send them to school. What for? So that they can learn stuff. What for? So they can take tests. What for? So that they can go to university. What for? Because then they can learn more things. Well, what for? So they can get a job, you stupid English immigrant. But why? So that they can earn money. But what for? To pay for my nursing home. So that I can sit there next to a nice glowing fire, sucking my meals through a straw and waiting to die. Well, but what for? Because that's what people do. What for? To die. Ah. But what if you wake up dead? Now, I know you might be thinking, well, that just can't happen. But you see, in the Bible, in Hebrews chapter 9, verse 27, it says that every single person gets to live once and die once, which is a good thing, because personally, I think dying really sucks. But after we die, we get to be judged by God. Now, that could be a real poo-your-pants moment when you realise that the whole of your life is preparation for that one meeting. And you wake up in the afterlife, standing there with all this stuff going on around you. You know what? God's there too. Somebody once said this: you live once, you die once, you meet God and he judges you. What do you think of that?
There ain't no such thing as
how about this?
God.
You live for the moment and you die.
I don't believe in a God that would judge me like that.
God is not going to judge you.
No?
No, of course not.
And it's be like, you are the ugliest mother ever seen in my life.
And then, I don't know, he just kind of put me in like a closet somewhere and I just lived there for all eternity.
Well, I don't really know if you meet God, you know? I don't think you can go up there. I think it could be all bullshit, if you ask me.
Okay.
Die, go get buried in the ground, and it's all over.
Do lots of drugs. Your moments will go by quicker. There ain't no God. When you die, you sleep. It's the end. It's over. It's a big nap. Woo!
I think people live many times.
None of us know because we don't remember past lives. And the fact that people put faith in somebody that is going to judge them is kind of a ridiculous thought to me.
I think it's probably true, but I don't take it as seriously as some people might. Like, it's not, you know, I'm not worried.
To me, I don't know, if you can find a little bit of happiness, if believing in God makes you happy, or if believing in whatever makes you happy or helps you get through life or whatever, and it's a good thing, it's a positive thing, then why not? Yeah. But I don't know, as for judging and everything else, I mean, who's to judge?
I don't know if I'd believe it, but it's probably a good way to live your life. You think you're going to be judged at the end for whatever you do.
So like I live once, I die once. That's life, it's death, it's the end. And you're judged, I guess. If you burn in hell, then it could be worse than this.
I'm looking forward to meeting him and then spending the rest of eternity with my maker.
What happens if it's true though?
I'm doomed.
Are you happy about that?
I don't really care. I think it worse at what's going on in this place.
I'm confused.
I don't know.
Okay.
That's a hard question. Yeah.
I'm confused.
I think if you live well and you love yourself and you love the people around you, there is no judgment necessary.
You know, that's probably a lifelong question.
What if that's true? I'm not telling you it is. I'm just asking a question. What if it's true that we live once, we die once, we meet God? Because the thought of that, like, is a little bit scary. 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 10, it says this, that every single person gets the chance to stand in front of Jesus and to be judged by the good or the bad that we've done while we've been on this earth. You might be sitting there thinking, oh crap, I've never actually thought about that. Well, you see, most people don't, because we're too busy in school. Learning stuff, buying cars, sucking face, getting married, having kids, you know, sucking hot meals up a straw, using our Depends, dying. We just never think about it. But I want you to think about it. What if that is true? Oi! Hey! Just stop it. Do you know what? Fancy pushing this orange along the road with your nose? Go on, I got you to pull it back up here. And do you want to push this along the road with your nose? That's all we're just trying to get one volunteer to push this along the road with their nose. Fancy doing it? Okay. Go on. Yeah, just here. Anywhere he'll do. Don't scrape that on the floor. Just push it along the road with your nose. Just your nose. You have to take your beak off because it might. Helmet hair. Look at this. Wonderful. Woohoo!
Just push it?
Yeah, just push it with your nose. Okay. See how fast you can do it. How fast? We're going for a speed record. Ready? Go on. That's great. Thank you very much. Thanks. That's good. Cool.
It's better not show up on the internet or something.
Oh, no, it's not going on any dodgy sites or nothing like that. It's okay. You'll be safe.
It does.